Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to set up and install and start using your Ledger Nano S. This is one of the best devices for safe storage of Bitcoin and other alternative coins. They accept quite a big list of cryptocurrencies. Of course, they have Bitcoin and Ethereum, Zcash and Dash and Ripple and Stratis, all of the top coins are here. They have also Stellar and Bitcoin Gold, Neo, Arc you can store on this, Digibyte, Qtum, Dogecoin. They will be adding more coins, so if you're watching this in a few months time, maybe just go through the list. Maybe they have added even more coins. They have a few different applications that you will be installing on the device, and there will be the standalone applications for Ethereum or Bitcoin or Ripple. It's got its own wallet, but also you will be synchronizing it with other wallets. For instance, if you have a lot of tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, the Ethereum tokens you can store on my Ether wallet, and you will be synchronizing it with your ledger. So you would still have that extra step of security for accessing your tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. And also you can synchronize it with some other third-party applications like Mycelium, Electrum, Greenbits, Copay, and BitGo as well. So let's go to my computer and start setting it up and see what do you need to do in order to properly install and start using your Ledger wallet. Okay, and the first thing will be to go on the official website of Ledger. You will find the link below the video, so in the description of the video you can grab the link and it will send you straight to this page here with the applications, because you will need to download a couple of things when you first start before you install your device. So go to that page. If you go straight to the website, then you just click on apps and it will take you to this page. First things first, I'm using Google Chrome as my browser. And the first thing that you need to do is get this application, which is Ledger Manager. And through this application, you will be controlling what other applications are on your device. Things like the Bitcoin wallet or the Ripple wallet, Ethereum wallet, or there are some other applications that you might want to add. You can only store up to 5 at a time. So this is why you need the Ledger Manager. You will need to be managing which applications you have on your device. You can't have all of them. And there's quite a lot of them we're going to see now. So the first thing you need to download, it's an extension for Google Chrome. This is why I'm using Google Chrome at the moment. And when you click on Get the App, it will send you down here. You just need to click on Install. And here you will first have to download the extension. After that, you will get the Launch App button. So let's click on that. And this is it. The next thing to do will be to plug in my device, synchronize it, and start using it. Okay, so let's get the device out of the box and get started. So this is the actual device. This is what you will need to connect with your computer. And there is a cable that goes with that. So let's get that out of the box. Also, you have this little booklet. And here we have a few cards. Getting started. And the recovery sheet. Now this is very important because on this recovery sheet, you will have to write down your recovery phrase, which will be just separate words. And the combination of these words is securing your wallet. This is basically your private key to unlock this wallet. If you ever lose this device, you can purchase another device and you can synchronize it with these words that will basically turn the new device into your old device. So if anything happens to this device, you lose it or it gets damaged or anything, you can always recover your funds by synchronizing a new device as this one with these words. So this is the most important part. You need to keep that safe somewhere. Here we have the cable that we will be using to connect the device to the computer, and typically this part goes into the device, the USB side goes into your computer. So it's very straightforward. And then you have, you know, a strap and everything. Let's get it connected. Okay, and the other part goes into the computer. And as you can see, you get this welcome message straight away. Now it's asking me to press both of these buttons. There are two buttons here, if hopefully you can see them. I need to press both of these buttons, and now I'm getting a message with Ledger Nano S. You can interact and control with the left and right button. You can navigate through multiple choice lists. I'm pressing them, and now it's asking me to configure as a new device. As I said here, if you are already having another device and this is a replacement because of something faulty, then you can change that and configure it as an old device. But in my case, I will configure this as a new device. So I'm pressing just that button to confirm this action. And now I need to choose a PIN code. What I will be doing is use these buttons one by one in order to go through the PIN code. So first I'm going to confirm this with both buttons, and now I'm given a choice of numbers. I can go down or I can go up, and when I'm happy with this number, I will click on both of these and it's now saved. And then I will go to the next number and I will select another one, and I will click on both and I will move on, and then I will choose a third one and I will click both, and so on until I decide, until I have at least 5 or something, and then it's gonna ask me if I want to add more. Let's just continue with the 6s. Clearly I'm going to change that, and I'm not really going to go with this PIN code, but you know, this is pretty much what you need to do. At this point you can choose to just have that many numbers and to say okay, enough, click on both of these, or if you want to have more, you can keep going and you can add more digits and more numbers and so on. And if you want to just go back, if you've made a mistake, you will get to this point where you have this sign. You can see that sign, and now if you click with both of the buttons, you will go back because you will confirm that this is not correct and you want to go back. And this is how I'm going to go back right now and delete all of these that I entered, just so that you know that this is not going to be my actual PIN number. I know that many people, last time some people were saying that they could see my PIN number or something. Guys, of course I'm going to change, and I'm not really going to leave it as it is on camera. Then when you enter your PIN code, it will ask you to repeat it. It will ask you to confirm. So first you will click with both of these to do that again, and now you will enter it a second time, and then you will confirm it. And the next thing will be to write down your recovery phrase, that sequence of different words that I told you you will need to write down. This is what you need to do right now. So click with two buttons and it will show you your first word, and you will write this down. After that, you will click with this button to proceed to the next word. If you need to go back, you will click with the left button to go back, right button to go forward to the next word, and so on. Okay, so these are 24 words that you need to write down, and once you're done with everything, click, make sure that you check them. You can go back and you can go through each of the words and make sure that you wrote them correctly, and then click with both buttons. And now at this step you will have to confirm. If you click with both of these, it's going to ask me for a few different words from my phrase, not all of them, and it will be at random. So right now it's asking me for word number 21. I will scroll through these. If it's not the right word, I will keep scrolling until I get to the correct one. Then I will click with both, and then I will proceed to the next word. And once this is done, then it gives me the message that my device is now ready. And I'm already seeing all of these applications on my screen. I got a notification saying that my device is ready on my computer as well as on my device. And now I can choose which of these applications I want to install on my device. Okay, and I already have here my Bitcoin wallet, Ethereum wallet. I have a two-step authentication application. This is not a wallet, it's just an application for security. And these are the settings here. I'm going to go through them in a second. And also I can choose from these applications which ones I want to actually get on my device. So if I want to install any of these, I need to have enough space. I'm going to install the PivX application because I don't actually have a wallet for PivX. There you go. So now I have PivX here. Okay, so currently these are the three applications that I downloaded, and I already have them as shortcuts on my desktop. If you don't, you can create that yourself. You will need to go into your extensions manager on Google Chrome, and on each of these you can basically click on details and you can choose to create a shortcut for it on your desktop, right? So that's what I've done. This is the Ledger Manager. Before I can work with any of the other apps, this is my Ethereum wallet and that's my Bitcoin wallet application. But in order to work with this, I need to exit the Ledger Manager. This is why I've already closed it. And now I'm going to open my Bitcoin wallet. So let's start with that. Okay, and now it's asking me to connect and unlock my wallet. So let's go and do that. Here I need to access the Bitcoin application, and it's this one. I will click with both buttons. And now I'm going to be asked to select whether I want to work with Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. In this instance, I'm working with Bitcoin, and I'm going to choose the Segwit blockchain because this is where I want to be storing my Bitcoin. It is cheaper for transactions. They're also faster transactions, and for the moment, at least for me, Segwit is the better option. If I see that at some point Segwit is going out of favor and it's not going to be used, I can switch to Legacy, but I don't really see that really happening. So I'm going to be going for Segwit. And there you go. This is my brand new wallet. There's nothing in there. It's a very simple interface. I have two options, send or receive. And then of course there are the settings here. You can go through these settings, but pretty much everything is all set for you, so you don't really have to do anything manually. If you want to switch to a different chain, for instance, you want to switch to Bitcoin Cash, this is the button that you need to press. And again, right now I selected I don't know, and it's probably sent me straight to Segwit just because of my previous choice, but I can actually check that. If I go to receive, I'm seeing my wallet address here, and if it starts with a 3, that is a Segwit address wallet. If I switch now to the Legacy chain and I go to receive, now we're seeing a wallet address starting with 1. This is showing me that this is legacy address, and that means slightly higher transaction fees, sometimes actually much higher transaction fees, and much slower as well. So let's go back to the Bitcoin Segwit. This is the wallet that I want to be using, and all I have to do right now is grab my address, and here I'm just going to double click and with right click copy, or I can click Ctrl C and I will copy this address. Now that I have this address, all I need to do is go into my Coinbase or something and send funds into this wallet. So let's go and do that as well. Okay, so I've got my address copied. This is my Coinbase. Let's click send, and I'm going to paste here the address that I just copied. It starts with 3, so it is a Segwit address, and I'm going to send, let's say, something like $50, and the network fee here will be $5, so not too bad. I've seen way worse than that. I'm going to click continue, Okay, total will be 61. Let's confirm this. So now this transaction is sent. I will probably wait for a little bit until it's received. In fact, I'm receiving a notification from Coinbase. There you go. That was very, very quick. It's not confirmed yet, but the communication is already in place. As soon as I get 3 confirmations on this transaction, and currently there's 0, as soon as I get 3, that will be considered confirmed and it will be at my disposal. So while we're waiting for that, let's go and have a look at the Ethereum. It works in pretty much the same way. I'm going to close this wallet. I don't really need it to be on all the time. It doesn't have to be connected for you to receive your funds. Your funds will arrive. They are recorded on the blockchain. Next time you open your wallet and you connect it and you synchronize it and everything, this will synchronize, and here you will get all the latest information. So once this is confirmed, next time I open my wallet, I will see that it's confirmed because it will synchronize at the point of opening the application. So right now I can exit that and I don't really have to wait. Now let's go into the Ethereum wallet and see it works pretty much the same way. So first it's going to ask me to connect and unblock my wallet. And let's do that. So I'm going to exit here from my Bitcoin application, quit app with both buttons. So now I quit Bitcoin, I'm going into Ethereum, both buttons again to open it. And now we can see that I have a choice between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Let's first go into Ethereum. Now there are 2 ways, by the way, with Ledger Nano S to store your Ethereum. It could be via this standalone application, or you can just synchronize it with your MyEther wallet. If you have MyEther wallet, then what you will need to do is here you will have to go into settings, and in these settings you will have to allow browser support. So currently I have selected no, because if I don't use browser support, I will be using this application. But if I want to be synchronizing it with MyEther wallet, I will need to use the browser support. So here I will have to click yes. In my case, as I said, I am confirming no because I want to be using this application, and in this case I don't want to be synchronizing with MyEther wallet. Once you open it, you have 2 buttons, send and receive, and that's all. That's all you need to do with Ethereum. So it's fairly simple. Okay, let's quit this application, and now I'm going to go into settings here. The first will be display. What you can do here is change your brightness. You can rotate the screen, even though, let's say you want to be using your screen this way and the buttons to be on the bottom, you can actually do that here. In my case, I'm keeping it at default, and you can invert colors, which means that it will become white. Okay, this is display. The next one is security. Here you can change your PIN. You can choose whether to auto-lock it after 5 minutes or 10 minutes or maybe even 1 minute, whatever it is. In my case, I'm sticking with 10 minutes because I don't really have people around me, so it's not that dangerous. You can change your PIN here if you decide to go for a different PIN, a more difficult one or something. You can have an option of shuffling the PIN, so it's not asking you for your numbers in the correct order, but is asking you in a random order. And passphrase, if you want to select a passphrase to attach to your PIN, perhaps, you can do that as well. In my case, I'm going to just leave it as it is. And that's about it. Here in device, you can see what is the latest firmware that you have on your device, and every now and then there will be updates. So like this right now is 1.3.1. Every now and then there will be an update. So next time when there is an update, you might want to go here and update your firmware. Okay, and if you don't really know what to do, and if you mess up some of the settings or anything, you can just go to reset all and it will go back to default. For assistance, it basically tells you to go to the website and it gives you the website's address and everything. So this is pretty much everything about security. Okay, so I can see that my transaction is now confirmed. It took about half an hour, maybe slightly more. I had to pause the video, obviously. So let's go and have a look at the ledger and find that transaction and see if it's going to show up. Now, this time I'm going to select this option here to remember my choice so that I don't have to do it every time. I'm going to Bitcoin, Segwit. And there we go. It doesn't have that unconfirmed message here, which shows me that it's actually complete, ready, and now I can use it. If I am to send this to someone else, I will go to that option here, send, and I will enter their address, send it, and when I'm sending it, I will have to confirm it. So I'm not going to actually complete that, but let's just say that I want to do that. I'm going to select the amount that I want to send. You know, let's say it's something like that. Here, I will paste the address that I'm needing to send to, and then I will be sending. Here, it would show me what is the fee that I'm paying, and I can actually change that here. I can set fast confirmation, which will be the high fee, or standard, or even a low, which will be a slow confirmation but a very low fee. So now I'm paying, well, it's not really that much different, but now I'm paying $4.08, and if I go for the high, which is the fast confirmation, is $4.30. So this is pretty much the minimum, guys, because I am sending here $5, which is a tiny amount. Then I will click on send, and before I can confirm that transaction here, I will have to come to the device, and it's asking me whether I want to confirm this transaction, and it's showing me the amount and the wallet address to which I am sending it to. So from here, I will confirm it, or from this button, I will cancel it. And you can see now that the sending was failed. I couldn't send it. So I canceled that transaction. It was just an example, okay? This is everything on how it works and how to set it up. Okay guys, well, I hope this is helping you. This was my tutorial on how to set up your Ledger Nano S. And if you want to see some other videos, I do have a video on how to synchronize it with my Ether wallet, or how to use it with Ripple, and a few other videos that I'll be doing. I will be linking them here, so do check the linked videos here. And also don't forget to leave me a comment below the video. I'm looking forward to your comments and likes or dislikes. And don't forget also to subscribe to the channel for more helpful videos.